And I always like to share this with college athletes particularly, and Mono touched on it last night, is I got real committed that spring and summer to remembering why I started playing basketball in the first place. Because you guys that have played a lot of college basketball, particularly you guys that play at a high level, you know what I mean when I say sometimes basketball at that level particularly starts to feel like a job. I mean, it starts to feel like work. It starts to feel like that sophomore year, I couldn't even remember why I started playing in the first place. Because it was just like going to work every day. It was like a job I had to do. So that summer, I got real committed to remembering why I started playing in the first place. The things that you guys, some of the things that you guys talked about yesterday when Mono asked you, what is it that you love about basketball? That's the question I asked myself. And some of it was, it seemed like silly things. Like, for example, to this day, one of the things I love most about basketball is just the feel of a good leather ball. Like just the way it feels in my hands, the way it feels when I dribble it, the way it feels when I shoot it. So every time I would go to the gym and I'd grab a ball off the rack or I'd take my ball out of my bag, I would just take a couple seconds to feel that, to like remember, like, oh yeah, that feels good. I like that. Or another thing that I used to love about basketball is when you're playing in a pickup game or even a game with your team and people make a couple nice passes and everyone's working together and maybe it's game point and somebody makes a nice pass and somebody finishes with a shot and all at the same time, all 5 people on the team just kind of do it like, yeah, like all at the same time. Like that moment, that feeling was one of my favorite things about the game. So every time that would happen in a pickup game, I would just take a second to feel it, to like sort of savor it for a few seconds and remember like, oh yeah, I like this. I like playing basketball. I got real committed to changing the way that I thought. I got real committed to not just remembering my love of the game, but protecting my love of the game. And I think that's one of the biggest steps that anybody suffering from a crisis of confidence has to take is you got to get real committed to protecting what it is you love about basketball. Because when you play at a high level, especially, it's easy to lose it. It's easy to forget why you're out there in the first place.